Hello YouTubers, we've made it to another episode. Today we're here on the letter free 30-minute roughly rate 20, which we'll get to the details of when we get off on the water. We're just going to enjoy this lovely day here with Laura Mackenzie in stroke in the flat water dub.
And now it's time for that erg workout, which today is 30 minutes rate 20, but slightly different. So we're holding a split that is potentially a little bit too fast to hold for 30 minutes. And if we can't hold for 30 minutes, then we do an overall 30 minutes of work. So last time we did this, I held a 141 or slightly faster for 17 minutes, then did 7 minutes, then did 6. For Laura, on the other hand, maybe slightly, her split's slightly faster relative to mine. So what did you manage last time? 12?
12 minutes.
And the first one? 15. 15 then
15 then
5. So like a few more intervals. Ideally, we want to, on that first rep, first attempt, get more minutes than last time, and then more. 41 for me is slower than my PB, but obviously I'm not in PB half an hour shape. But I would quite like to be, 141's like a good number to be able to hold for 30 minutes for me, my PB being 139.6. Laura's score to hold is
a 154, no 155 today.
Which is how much faster than your PB?
Like 3 splits faster.
So yeah, relatively quite a bit harder for Laura this workout, but we'll most likely be looking to fail and then keep pushing. So pretty intense workout. I quite like it because it almost gives you, it's like you get to see all those good splits for a longer period of time, maybe rather than sometimes when you do a 30 minute, you get in, you get going, and you get to 15 minutes in and you're like, oh my goodness, you blow up, and then the splits just keep on going. So instead of going up with the splits, you stop, reset, give yourself a breather, and then push on at that same split until you get to a total of 30 minutes. So over 17 minutes, fingers crossed. Let's see if we can get above that 20 mark. Ready? Go. And that is us completed the workout. Managed 21 minutes in the first one on that one. Then I was hoping to finish 9, but I got sort of 5 minutes in and thought, no, I will not be managing 9. And then max heart rate, I think it was 188, 187, which is much higher than I normally see, especially in the beach sprints format, given it's much shorter. So usually I see about 180 to 182 with a 2 to 3 minute effort round the beach sprints course. But with 21 minutes straight, I saw that 180 around about, I think, 14, 15 minutes, and I was just holding on. Better than last time, positive, but it felt horrible. It definitely went through the stages of an erg test. You feel good at the start, then you start to feel less good, and then, like I said before, the workout, fortunate we could just stop when we couldn't hold the split rather than just struggling and the split goes wherever it wants to go. So good in that way, but then you still feel horrible in the next reps. Laura?
I had many breaks, but I had to hold a split of 155.
So how much in the first one?
For the first one I got 7.5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I got 5 minutes, and then 6 minutes, and then back down to 3 minutes. So my profile is a lot different to Cam's, because, this is not my strong suit, but this is why you've got to do it. You've got to do things that you don't want to do.
It's definitely not a preferred workout, and especially for me, my half hour PB, maybe I can put it on the screen, but you'll see that the first split and the last split are very different, or at least quite different, whereas I rarely, if ever, will hold the same split for a whole half hour. So even though it is 30 minutes at rate 20, maybe today was roughly 20, it's not the same as a 30-minute rate 20 for me if I was to go for the fastest score. Some people can hold that same score, but for me, I'll probably start off a little bit slower and then finish a little bit faster. Would you be similar in that regard, Laura?
I mean, I used to be a flying dyer for sure, but since just experience, definitely negative split it, I think, but we can't do that here. So.
Can't do that here. So different workout, fun one, maybe a type 2 workout. But that will be it for today's episode, Yamsquad. Hopefully you enjoyed it. A little bit of action of the workouts. I've not really done much of sort of the vlogging of non-test day, but I suppose today could be considered a test because it is a hard workout. But that'll be it. If you enjoyed the episode, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments below if you've managed or tried this workout before, and if you want to try it, let me know how far you get for a given split. So for me, it was, let's say, 2 splits slower than a PB, but for Laura, it was 3 splits faster than a PB. So you can choose which split to go off of and how long you can hold that for. Let me know in the comments below, and maybe we'll both see you in the next episode.